thankfully, we've made it really easy to get started. So step one, when you're ready to start couples therapy with us, you can call Tamara, our office manager and client coordinator, leave her a message. She'll get back to you Monday through Friday. Or likewise, you can email her, or you can go on to counselingatl.com and quickly schedule a call back from Tamara. And whenever the two of you speak, or as a couple, you can speak with her. She'll ask you a lot of questions just about what you're looking for, and when you want to see a therapist, and if you just have any questions at all. She's meant to be a resource to you. After you and Tamara decide who would be the best fit for you to work with, you'll schedule your first appointment, and that's called the initial assessment, when your therapist will meet with both of you together, and that's usually about an hour, hour and a half. And what you'll do in that session is you'll answer a lot of questions about the history of your relationship and what you're looking for in couples therapy, and some of the best of times, the worst of times, and they'll really just get to know you as a couple. At the end of that session, we usually ask you to discuss an area of disagreement, and you'll wear pulse oximeters to measure your heart rates, and we'll sit back and basically watch you discuss an area of disagreement or an argument, and that's a very important part of the assessment. After that, Tamara will also help you to schedule, either immediately after that or on a different day, your individual interviews, when your therapist will meet with each of you alone and ask you a lot of personal questions about your history, as well as your own personal view of the relationship and what you're wanting out of couples therapy. Before the assessment, you'll also do an online questionnaire through the Gottman Institute, and it's called the Relationship Checkup. And this relationship checkup is really thorough. It's research-based. It's about 450 items, and each of you take that separately, and you answer a lot of questions about your own history, about the relationship, what you fight about. It just goes through your relationship like a fine comb, so that by the end of this assessment process, as a Gottman Method couples therapist, we have a very thorough understanding of all the factors at play in your relationship, so that we can make a very strategic recommendation in the next session, which is the feedback session, where we provide a roadmap, a blueprint, so that you know exactly what we're recommending and why. The good thing about Gottman Method couples therapy is it's very structured, and there's a science behind what we recommend and in what order. And so you should never feel confused in good couples therapy about what you're talking about and why. We make it very explicit about what we're wanting to teach, the conversations we're guiding you or coaching you to have, and the assessment in the beginning is really thorough, and that's very specific to Gottman Method. It's the only method of couples therapy that really puts an emphasis on thorough assessment. No other couples therapy has this much interviewing, assessment. It can all be done at once, in several hours. It can also be done separately if you wanted to meet as a couple one day and then do your individual interviews on a different day, and then your feedback session on a different day. So again, it can be done as condensed or as spread out as you like. Another way that we also provide our couples therapy assessments is that we also offer what's called marathon intensive couples therapy, which can be done over a period of 2 days, all the way up to 4 days. Typically, most couples who want to do that are traveling from out of town to see us, or are really busy professionals and they don't have a lot of time and they really want to knock it out and work on as much as they can in a really condensed way. So when you're speaking with Tamara about which therapist might be the best fit for you and what your availability is like, she will really help guide you to figure out the best way to get started with us and to make it as easy as possible for you and your partner to make couples therapy happen.